Welcome to Universal Man. My name is Mark Queppet, and I'm here to help you sharpen your masculine edge. And today, we're going to be talking about sexual transmutation. Basically, I'm going to teach you how to take all that extra sexual energy you have and convert it into positive action and power. Welcome back, everybody. It's nice to have you here again with me. Today, I'm going to be revisiting a topic that I've talked about in the past, but today I'm going to be kind of giving you my updated take on it. Sexual transmutation, it's something that's really interesting and complex, and I'm always learning new things about it, new ways to talk about it, that sort of thing. So hopefully you find this really useful. In order to understand sexual transmutation, I think it's best to understand the problem that sexual transmutation solves. And the core problem that it solves is, what the heck am I supposed to do with my sex drive? Now, the simple answer is, oh, you're just supposed to have sex. The average modern man is going to have far more sexual impulses and desires than he could ever really morally or practically satisfy. And so to deal with this, the average man has kind of turned toward porn and masturbation as a way to kind of just continuously shoot this energy out. And this obviously can cause a lot of problems. You know this if you followed my other work. Porn and masturbation together, they can cause relationship issues. They can cause sexual dysfunction. They can cause kind of losing satisfaction with life, satisfaction with women. All kinds of bad stuff can happen. But if you want to understand that more, look it up online. That's not what this video is about. Even if porn and masturbation didn't cause all of these problems, it would still be a huge waste of energy. And that's really the issue here is that if your energy is not going someplace good that you're morally aligned with, that you really care about, then that's a problem. And that's the problem that sexual transmutation solves. So if we're going to look at this concept and take it back a little bit, this idea of transmutation in part comes from the ancient alchemists. And the ancient alchemists were a group of people who were kind of like the ancient precursors to the modern day chemists. So one of the main things that they were preoccupied with was taking a baser element like lead and converting it into a precious or more valuable element like gold. And what we're trying to do here is take the lead of an unwanted sexual charge and convert it into gold of some kind of positive action or desire or intention or whatever. So the question becomes, how do you do this? Well, I can't explain it all in super in-depth detail in just a few minutes, but I'll give you the big overview, and hopefully that gives you the working pieces so that you can start playing with it, start messing around with this and putting it to use. So the way you do this is by redirecting your desire. And you do this by kind of looking at that core ache or that desire that you feel, that sexual impulse that you don't want to act on. You take that ache and you redirect it and point it toward something else. You create a mental link that shifts that feeling, that sensation of desire from something lower to something higher. If you're mathematically inclined, you're essentially kind of redefining the variable of X sensation points to Y desire instead of Z desire. So let's do an example. If you're filled with the feeling, the desire to go watch porn and masturbate, okay? What you want to do is internally you look at that and you say, hey, I don't actually want porn. I don't truly want it. I don't truly want to rub my junk and pretend that I'm having sex. That's not what I truly want. I know my body's kind of saying this, but that's not what I truly want. What I truly want is to make progress in my career, to get a girlfriend, to make some kind of art. Whatever your goal is, you say, the thing that you truly want, you say that to yourself. You say, I don't want this, I want this. And then you flex your willpower to redirect that mental flow of energy. This does take mental energy. This does take willpower. And since you have a finite amount of willpower, this shift needs to be focused. You can't be trying to transmute everything every which way. You got to have a few main goals that you're constantly pouring your energy into. Otherwise, you're just going to be scattered and it's not going to work. Now, it can be kind of weird to redirect a sexual urge to a non-sexual desire, career progress or something like that. And so in order to help create this interface between your sexuality and the rest of, life, I recommend this perspective of making love to life or looking at reality as a woman. And in this, the way it works is you look at reality or your intention, the beautiful vision that you want to achieve. you look at that almost as like, you know, a woman. You know, it's like a woman that you're chasing and pursuing, trying to court, trying to woo. Okay, you know, this vision becomes your cosmic princess that you're, you know, chasing, kind of like, you know, Prince, you know, the knight in shining armor or whatever, if we're gonna get archetypal. And this, like, it's really not that crazy once you start trying to do it, because your sexual energy is, you know, as a man, it drives you to want to, you know, unite physically, sexually with a beautiful woman, right? But if you transmute that sexual charge, it can be used to unite with a beautiful reality. And as you practice your ability to bring your sexual charge to your day-to-day life, into your day-to-day, you know, endeavors, you gain a vibrant sensuality, you know, an ability to really be plugged in and just vitalized in your day-to-day life. And it's really, truly a powerful thing. Okay, so far what you're doing is you're taking this lower desire for porn and masturbation, you're elevating it to something higher, more beautiful to you, and you kind of pursue that as if you were pursuing a beautiful woman, okay? Now, the problem with chasing, you know, your cosmic princess or whatever is that princesses tend to get captured by monsters. And, you know, this is a concept taken from Jordan Peterson. If you're a fan of him, this will make a lot of sense. This is where he really opened up my eyes. If you want to hear more about it, look up Jordan Peterson and dragons or something like that. I'm sure you'll find kind of his core thoughts on it. And the idea behind this whole, you know, monster kidnapping the princess, or, you know, hoarding treasure or whatever, like this stuff we see in fairy tales, what that's alluding to is kind of the core psychological principle that, you know, reproductive success and resources are almost always on the other side of some kind of challenge that you need to overcome. So if you're pursuing career success, maybe the monster is, you know, a bad economy. You know, maybe, you know, the monster is some kind of inner doubt. Maybe it's a bad family situation. Whatever it is that you need to overcome to unite with your princess, that is your monster that you need to slay. And so here's where we get the other half of the sexual transmutation kind of equation here. Okay, you need to fight. You need to engage that masculine edge, as I've been calling it, that aggressive side, so that you can actually drive through the resistance holding you back and pursue the things that you truly care about. What's important to understand here is that this power, it's something that it's yours, it's your birthright, it's in your DNA, in your testosterone. It's this, you know, it's kind of these two things. Testosterone fills you with a very strong desire to chase beautiful things, whether it's women or some kind of status, but then it also gives you the energy to fight and be aggressive to actually achieve that goal. So you can think of attraction and aggression as two sides of the masculine coin that you need to wield in harmony. And this was really eye-opening for me when I saw this, because it's kind of like we're taking this primal energy and bringing it up to more sophisticated levels of expression. So, you know, where our ancestors were preoccupied with you know, fighting off predatory animals and reproducing for survival, essentially, we are going to be fighting more abstract problems. Maybe it's like, you know, the corruption in the world. Maybe it's just, you know, learning how to thrive in modern society, that kind of thing. But then, you know, our fertility, our sphere of fertility expands beyond just reproduction, which is still important, but going into the you know, the production of art and value and you know, intellectual goodness and all this kind of modern technology. But if you want to be able to produce all that and do all that, you need to use, you know, all your energy. And one of our biggest engines is our sexual engine. And if you can't realign it, then you're going to limp through life impotent. But if you can tap into that energy and you can learn how to steer it away from just porn and masturbation instead of just funneling all this energy into the gutter, you're going to be able to live so much more powerfully, vibrantly, vitally, sensually, all this good stuff. It's just, you know, it's in our sexuality. And that's why people are obsessed with sex, because there's so much of our life force tied up in it. But if you keep it so locked down, then you're going to be, you know, living with half yourself, kind of, you know, and the other half's going to be a porn addict. So those are my thoughts. Hopefully this gives you something to chew on, gives you something to maybe play around with, try and use. It's transformed my life. I know the people who do it, it transforms theirs. So give it a shot. Let me know what you think. Give me feedback. Leave a like, comment, all that good stuff. You know the deal. Whatever. Stay sharp, everybody. I'll see you in the next one.